in September, right?
Pretty much. And in the video, we're going to go through some numbers. We're going to go through some expired, some price changes that we're seeing. We're going to cover off a few properties that we've noticed that have sold relatively cheap. We're just going to talk a little bit about some new neighborhood lows. I think it's going to be an action-packed video that you're not going to want to miss. So stick around and definitely subscribe to the channel for more information on the Barrie real estate market.
So what prompted me to start looking at some numbers here was that in the last 30 days, we've had 252 terminated listings.
It's a lot.
Canceled.
It's a lot.
So we have 976 active, Mark.
Yeah.
And that's like over a third of them are either canceling relisting or just getting gone, right? One or the other.
And most of those, we've seen a little bit of a inventory decrease in September compared to August, because a lot of those listings that did expire at the end of August, again, we don't count them all, but some of them have not been relisted, and they've been on the market for several months. The seller basically just gave up. They admitted defeat in a sense.
Right. So in the last 30 days, 28 were suspended. So that suspended means we just put it on a pause.
Correct.
Like you can't show it. You
Correct.
you can't get an offer. It's just sitting in limbo until it either gets activated again or it's gone, canceled, right?
Pretty much.
Expired 72.
Right, and they could be relisted. And the terminated, we do still see a lot of terminated listings relisted. It is a strategy. So if we see a listing that's been, I don't know, I'm going to make this up, 999 grand, and it's been listed for 60 days and, no action, and they'll relist it maybe at 969 or 949.
Let's cancel it.
Freshen
make it look, make it look brand new.
Right.
New price, put it back up.
Right.
Now, the thing that was shocking to me, because you know how we've been talking about everything's overpriced, you guys, right? Like we've been saying that. The price decreases in Barrie over the last 7 days, 40 of them.
It's becoming more competitive.
But it's only 4%.
It is. And when we see some new, when we're looking at sales, in which we do several times throughout the day, most of those sales in there have been listed prior.
Yes.
So they've taken time to get a sale. And we're talking more than 30 days. Some are 90, some are 120. And
some are longer than that.
Some can be, right? We've seen that. And this market today is not a test the market and see. It is a market, if you're not priced, you're not getting showings. It's a cut and dry market. It's not a market, well, I'm going to sell at this price and I want that price.
Well, and not only that, Mark, how many have you seen? Because I've seen a few that are falling apart.
For sure, they're gonna.
The one you put an offer in.
Yeah, it fell apart on not mine. Which one was that?
The Queensway was already sold, and then it came back up.
Oh yeah, that's right too. Yeah, we're gonna get to that listing.
Yeah,
but yes.
But it's happening.
Yes.
I've seen it a few times too.
Yes.
Where it's sold and then it doesn't.
It's back on the market.
It's back on the market. So when that happens, we can call the agent and they can say, well, their financing didn't go through.
Correct.
Or it could have been their inspection and there was a problem.
Yeah.
But we're not going to really know the truth all the time.
We don't know. One of the conditions weren't met. So it comes back on market.
That's right.
And that's it. This market is a tough market, and I really believe it's going to get tougher.
I know.
It's going to get tougher. If we don't come out of this fall market, which we're in, which, there's a lot of people that are, hoping that we see some good things. And I'm one of them too, but I'm also a realist too, going, well, this is what the market's been doing the last 8 months. I don't expect to see big change happening.
Well, listen, apparently, the Bank of Canada dropped the rate by 0.25.
Yep.
And they're saying, well, some of my clients are thinking that that's going to do something.
It's doing nothing.
I don't think it's doing anything either.
It's going to do nothing. It's too small of a rate. It doesn't help people qualify that much more for the small rate cut like that.
No, and the fixed rates are still flipping high.
They're still high.
They're still high.
They're high.
So Innisfil, Mark, the 7-day price decrease was exactly the same. It was 4%.
4%. So, that's something to keep an eye on to see if I think we're going to see this 4% number is going to continue to go more. as we progress through this fall market. If someone has some realistic plans that they want to be out into a new home by December, they have to do it. And
that's what I was just going to say
tough.
to you. Let's be real. You hit mid-November, December.
It's done.
It's over.
It's over.
It's over. So you're in trouble. But look at the freehold sales for the first 15 days, Mark.
So 80 this year in Barrie so far in September, and last year was 75. So 5 over. Okay. You know, it's almost flat, right? And we've seen this before, halfway points too, where it's on target, and at the end of the month, it could still lose some ground, or it can make up some ground.
It can make up some ground.
Right.
But Innisfil,
28 and 30. So again, pretty flat, 28 for 2025, and last year was 30. So
we're down a touch there.
we're down a touch. So, you know, back to the pricing, and then we're seeing some, let's talk about the pricing now. Because let's talk about these 2 listings that I saw that sold this week. One was on Thrushwood. It was an end unit townhouse, sold for $610, listed at $649. This townhouse was almost 1,800 square feet. Yeah, it needed a bit of work in there, but not much. Cosmetic, some paint.
End unit.
It was big. End unit.
It was an end unit.
In a good area.
In a good area.
So when we look at, and there's a couple for sale on that street, that is going to be a new norm, possibly. If I'm looking at comparables, for whatever reason it sold, you know, in my mind, a little bit below market value. Not a ton, but it did.
That's below market to me too.
Yeah,
for the square footage and
for
stuff.
the square footage, right? And I'm taking into account it needed some cosmetic things, a bit of an investment, but it's still a lower price. And so when we see that, and we're not just seeing it in that area, we're seeing it in other areas of the community too.
And Mark, but listen, we do have to do one little disclaimer. It could have had cat or dog pee all over. We don't know.
We don't know. We don't know.
We don't know. Like sometimes you go into a house and it was tenanted or something.
For sure. It
smells so bad.
For sure.
That like people don't want to even stay inside. I've had people like, oh my God, Dad, I can't stay in here, and they leave. So we don't know that.
We don't know, right? But when we see the prices, and if we showed it, and I never show the property, we'd have a better understanding of why for 610 it is low, for sure.
It's low.
But we're seeing this in other parts of the community where we're seeing some new established pricing, and it's low. And we're seeing stuff, we're seeing this more in Letitia Heights than anything right now. We've seen it for the last 2 months, and it's continuing in that neighborhood. So we're seeing prices there get listed and going, they're feeding off, okay, that one sold at $550, we need to be the next.
I think one sold in the 4s.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, one was at 480 or 490 or something.
Yeah, it could have been. I haven't seen it, but it's, again, when we see that price point, we're going to assume it needed some work at that price point.
Yeah.
Right? So, but the other ones that are selling in the 550 range, they were decent. They showed okay. So, and then when we talk about the August numbers, where we've seen the biggest, the transactions were up 8%, but it was that $500,000 to $600,000 range that was up 63% year over year. That lifted the market, and it was a low price range, 5 to 6. It got competitive.
Guess what, Mark? The last 3 or 4 days, there's been 2 or 3 sales in the 2 millions.
Yeah.
So our average price this month for September, you watch, it's going to be up because $3 million houses don't sell that much here, and when 2 or 3 of them sell, it's going to raise that average.
It's going to raise it up.
It's going to raise it for sure. I was shocked. There's 2 or 3 of them. Yeah. There was one just reported today.
What area?
Springwater.
Springwater, where we see it. They won't impact the Barrie numbers.
No.
So that's the thing. But we see properties selling out there. We see them selling out that range.
Well, even today, if you look on Matrix and the sold, there's a couple in Innisfil area that sold for 1.3.
For sure, I've seen a couple of them, and that will change the average price point too, right?
Yeah, it's going to go up.
It's going to go up, right? And it's just not the greatest indicator.
And the established pricing. And the other one, so there was one in the Innisfil area that you thought also sold cheap, right?
Yeah, let's get back onto that one. I'm glad you reminded me. That was on the Queensway. This was a 3,500 square foot, 2-story.
Like that's 3,500 square feet. People it's a big house.
It's a big home. It's a big home.
Yeah.
And And
you showed this one.
It was in great shape. It was okay. They dated some areas, but the home was, well presented. It was clean. It had a big footprint.
Did it have hardwood floors and stuff?
Yeah, it did. It did.
Okay.
It did.
It wasn't like all carpet and...
No.
Okay.
Carpet in the bedrooms. Carpet was in great shape. 4 or 5 bathrooms. It was in good shape, and it sold for $920,000. And there's a few in that Inner Shore area that are priced $114,000. I think one came up reduced yesterday because that's to $1,089,000 on the same street. It's not enough. There becomes the new established price for that square footage.
Yeah.
And we're not saying that the seller is going to do that.
No.
We don't, if they're a motivated seller, they're going to get pushback on it from a buyer on an offer because they're going to go, that one sold for $920,000 and you're at $1,089,000.
And when you go to a listing appointment, which you have gone to listing appointments in that neighborhood,
yeah,
the people in the neighborhood are shocked. Like,
They're
oh my
shocked.
God.
They're shocked. I think we need to say that's the new norm. It's the new norm and say it in Letitia Heights. I'm not going to say it's the new norm in Innisfil for
no, because you can get a unicorn. I call when you get, when you do averages, and they talk about the law of averages. You take out the highest, you take out the lowest, then you do your multiplication and division, whatever you're doing there. There's always going to be one that's really, really high and really, really low.
Yeah.
It's when you start getting 2, 3, 4 like that you're really in trouble.
Then it's changing. Then we've set a new norm for that 2-story, that square footage floor plan or whatever. There's where it becomes a new norm. And I think it's too early to tell, but I know if I was a lister on that street and bring it to my client's attention and say, hey, by the way, this just sold for $920,000.
Yeah, that's horrifying for how big it is.
How do you want to proceed with this? Do you want to reduce? We're not saying price point, but I'm telling you, the offer comes in, there's pushback coming.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Right? It's going to be. Let's talk. This rate cut,
yeah, the rate cut's not going to...
They're not going to do much. I'm sure there was some happy realtors yesterday, mortgage agents saying, oh, it's going to tick up. I didn't really see a ton.
Okay, Mark, I have some breaking news. Maybe. Okay? My mortgage agent is telling me there's going to be another rate cut.
Oh, there's going to be for sure.
And
for sure.
They're talking January, February. There's something in the mortgage world, rumble. They're going to change AMs. They're going to have to. They're going to make amortizations longer.
Have to.
Now, Carney used to do the Bank of Canada or the Bank of UK or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Do you know over there their amortization is 50 years?
Big difference over there in values. That's the big difference.
But it's high there too in some places. London's expensive.
It's a thing. You need these AMs. Well, they should bring a 40-year AM so people can qualify. This is Mark, an entry into housing.
And I think on a 20% not insured mortgage, it's 25 years right now.
It is.
Only insured is 30.
It is. So
even if they got everybody to 30 or 35.
Have some options. Will that...
He's saying there's a rumble.
Well, let's just see. We're slow movers in Canada, so I'm not getting too excited.
And these rumbles happen all the time, people, and then it never comes to fruition.
Right.
And just like they tell us the market was going up this year.
That's right.
All the reports, CMHC, RBC, Royal LePage, everybody puts out these yearly reports.
Yeah.
And they're crap.
That's it. We don't know. And, this trade war is heating up things. We still don't have any concrete. We're seeing unemployment raise up. We're seeing the consumer confidence keep going down. So there's a lot of people on the sidelines that are not going to make any decisions till they see some more clarity in what's going on in the economy.
Yeah, we need more confidence.
We don't have it.
We don't have
clarity. So, my prediction, this is just my prediction, it's no one else's, is I think prices are going to go lower if a seller wants to sell today. It's going to become competitive. We're seeing a start to it now. Let's see if this
especially
keeps going
before
over.
The winter too. Like people, it's 100%. Like either I dump it now or I wait till spring now. So what do? Do I just lower the price or do I carry it all this time?
Yep.
right? And lose money carrying it. And then in the spring, what if it's even lower than it is now?
We don't know.
That's what my clients are saying. Well, Diane,
We don't know.
like, it could just get worse.
It could. It could.
So should I just take the hit now?
You should get it. I think a seller that's thinking that today, and I get it, is looking at the board. And again, I'm talking serious sellers. I'm not talking people that are just putting out there to see what happens, because to me, they're a delusional seller if they're doing that today. But the ones that have motivation, maybe they want to go buy, they want to step up, they want to downsize, the property's got to be priced from the get-go correctly.
Yes.
You don't have time to fool around at all. We're seeing properties, if you're getting showings, if you have 1 or 2 showings in a week, you're fantastic.
Yes.
Showings are not happening. It's a fraction of the buyers today that are out buying. They're not off the couch yet. When we look at all the listings, we're seeing between 18 and 20% sell on a given month. That's not good.
No.
It's not good.
It's not good. It's not good at all.
Don't think the market's good. Don't think it's going to get people fired up because we have a rate cut of 25 basis points. Be concerned with the unemployment rate and be concerned with how competitive this market is going to be.
I've had a couple comments, Mark, like even when I went to a couple listing appointments, well, Diane, you're pretty negative.
It's not been about negative.
Well, I said I am negative because the market is negative.
The market sucks.
It sucks. Every agent you talk to, we're all saying the same thing.
Yeah.
I know there's some advertisements out there. It's a great time to buy, Mark.
You know what?
It is
kind of where the highs were, but we don't have any concrete footings right now to saying the market's stable. To me, it's doing this right now.
Yeah.
So it could go up, which my opinion, it's not. Can it go down a bit more based on the inventory numbers? Yeah, if we see an abundance of sellers going, you know what, I've accepted the new market today.
Yeah.
If they don't accept it, then just take it off the board because it's just not going to sell.
Yes, and if the inventory would actually get reduced, whether people take it off, blow the house out and sell it, if the inventory numbers would start coming down, this could level off a little bit.
It could. I just don't see that happening yet.
I know.
With 976 listings or 976.
976.
That's a lot of listings. So
I
don't see that happening anytime soon. And I got a call this week from someone and the price was ludicrous. I just said I'm not taking the listing. Thanks very much. Go ask the 3,000 other agents that will take that. I just don't think it's the business to take today. And the relationship's starting off on the wrong foot.
I know.
It's not a good starting point for a relationship.
And I actually saw a realtor post this big thing that if an agent turns you down, you should thank him.
There's a reason.
There's a reason.
There's a big
reason. And because it's not only the money, because we pay for a photographer, marketing,
there's
and all
expenses.
Those things.
The time is.
It's the relationship is so strained, and it's such a stressful situation for both people that you end up not liking each other by the end of it, right?
100%. It's just you gotta have a good working relationship and a good open communication with your agent today. And if they're the professionals, I'm not saying they're all they're all professional, but they should know more than what the public knows. And the ones you kind of want to work with are the ones that are telling what's going on in the market today. Telling you what the numbers don't lie.
Yes.
They're not lying.
And you know what, Mark? Another thing I think people have to realize is, because one thing I've heard a lot of people, and you probably have too, the agent didn't try to sell my house. The agent didn't do open houses. The agent didn't do this, the agent didn't do that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that every agent's perfect, but people, this is what is paying their mortgage and putting food on the table for their children. They are trying to sell that house. They need the deal. They want the house sold. Nobody wants a house to sit there for months and months and months.
No.
And it's not just the seller. The agent wants the damn thing gone.
It's just but the seller should want it gone based on what the market is doing today.
Got to work together. You have to.
And I don't really believe an agent goes there today and tries to price it really low to get a sale.
No, they don't.
Be transparent. Show them exactly what's on the computer. Tick, tick, tick. Here it is today. Show them. Take the time to show them.
And
what the market is
agents
doing.
want to get the most they can too. They make more commission if they get the most they can.
Well, for sure.
They're not
For
just
sure.
trying to blow it out. In general, the odd one is.
Right.
Don't get me wrong.
Right.
And you know, in this profession, it's like any other profession. There's good and bad. There's good doctors, bad doctors.
For
There's
sure.
good dentists, bad dentists. It's the same in real estate, right?
It is. Okay, I think that's a wrap. I think we've kind of got the message out.
Oh, there was one other one I wanted to talk about.
Oh, yeah, bar.
So there was one on Bar,
Yeah, we don't
and,
need to pull it up.
and there had been a fire, and the property basically needed to be rebuilt, and they had it listed at $399, and I went in with a client with an offer, and I mean it was down to studs, right? No insulation, garage burnt, everything gone. And the seller got a couple offers and didn't take any.
You get an offer today, and it's happened to me too last month.
Well, look at the history of it.
Wow.
It's been listed for months.
For months.
With another agent, he tried at a very high price
Right.
for months and months, fired that agent, got another one, tried
Yep.
this tactic,
Yep. Yep.
got 2 offers.
Yep.
Well, I think he got a bully too, so I think 3 offers total. Anyway, he took none.
No. To do that kind of a work in a home would take a special buyer that could see through that. Because how do you calculate the costs?
Okay, so the other thing people have to realize, I have another client that called me from YouTube actually about buying. And he wants to buy something that's almost a tear down.
Well, show them that one.
Well, no, the issue is, I explained to him, you cannot get a mortgage on a house that's not livable.
No, you're not.
If you buy a house that's basically a shack, you know, with no heating or a cottage, you cannot get a mortgage. It has to be livable. It has to appraise out for the bank.
Yeah.
They're not going to, if you're buying cash, like this property had to be a cash buyer on Bar.
100%.
Because
100%.
nobody's lending him money on a house that can't be lived in.
100%.
So I know people dream about getting that piece of land and building. Same thing. You need a lot of cash.
Yeah, you need some money behind to do that. It's just, they're not funding that 95% loan to value.
No,
It's
they're
not
not even
happening.
80-20 in building.
No, it's tough. And it's risky out there for lenders as well. There's risk involved right
Private
now.
lenders even. So my mortgage guy, you know, has private people. They don't even want to take the risk. Because the
they
risk is
shouldn't.
if they bought that house and the renovations weren't complete and the person wasn't paying, they would have an asset that they can't even sell. Nobody can live in it,
100%.
right? It's useless.
100%.
They don't want that.
100%. Yes.
So even private lenders now are getting very, very tough.
It's tough. They have to, because we're in a decline. I really believe we are in a declining market now. And I think that, you know, we get asked a question all the time, what's it going to be like 6 months? I can't tell you. I can't tell you what's going to do tomorrow in a sense. Right? We can tell you what's been going on today, and yes, we have an idea what's going to go tomorrow. But until we see some policy change in this country, we see sentiment improve in this country, we see more confidence, things are not going to do nothing.
Well, no, and that's the thing. If they change the amortization,
Right.
if they keep lowering the interest rate, you could have a turnaround in a second. Who knows?
Wow.
But you don't know until...
It's going to be a big drop for someone to get off the couch and buy